does Hearthstone always crash?
There you are! Back from your adventures?
Alright, let's get into deck manager. I don't know this song at all. Hey, what's up, Leo? Not craft any other biology project. I'll get it when I get it. What other decks can I make before we start streaming? See what I have available to me. What are we missing from this? A lot. Let's get this guy. He's okay. He's just a bad Dr. Boom. I think Spell Power Mage is like where it's at. Don't have that card though. Probably need that in Spell Power Mage. Looks like I'm just stuck with Paladin for right now. To work on some new variants of Zoo. I mean, like, we got the mech guys, so, like, we gotta make mech decks. Mech. What do you got for me? What's got mechs? Dr. Boom, play APM Priest. It's not my style, dog. It looks fun, though. It's certainly not me, though. I don't like combo decks. Or decks that revolve around one card. I like the deck to have a bunch of independently working pieces. I would say play this deck, but I think that we're going to play the deck I've been working on off stream. Play Even Warlock. I'm actually pretty bad at Even Warlock. I would have to spend some time off stream to learn how to play the deck before I embarrass myself on stream.
For Doomhammer.
Skip that song for now. Alright. Gotta update my deck tracker. Probably just hexes this or shocks it or something. So 2, bop, bop. Yeah, let's Let's do this. This is fine. Unkillable minion. Demonic Project is OP. And which card is that? The one that transforms a random minion in each player's hand into a goon. Can't use a coin. We gotta use the coin for this stuff. What the fuck is that? I can't see. Move, deck tracker. What a program. Okay.
What is my purpose?
I love this. The whole Rick and Morty call out, or the homage rather. That's great. Just make them unkillable, boys. Alright, looks like this is done updating. I can plug this into Twitch now. There we go. What did that do? I shouldn't have skipped it. Good lord. I don't want to put Juggler out there just get murdered by this flame elemental. I expected this. Consecration seems decent. Let's do this. I don't know what he is. He's like some kind of elemental shaman. Cool though. He runs Crushing Hand main board. Don't really understand that, but doesn't seem to have debilitated him too much. But yeah, we are going to do a lot of deck testing today, so if there's any decks you want to see tested, be sure to let me know. Or types of decks that I haven't, like, thought of or whatever else. Oh my goodness. We're just going to go ahead and burn this. Can't do anything real next turn, so it should be fine. I don't think he'd run Volcano or anything, but if he does, so be it. He's almost dead though. This Boomsday Elemental, Shudderwalk Shaman. Shudderwalk? Well, if it's there for just value, I guess that's fine. I guess he does run Volcano in this deck. There's an awful lot of removal. Whoa. Bring me my bots. Alright. This is actually a lot of cards. Why did he just kill that? Go, go, Power Rangers! Alright, let's see. This is gonna cost 8 mana. Let's just make one super mech.
What is my purpose?
Converting stored access denied. Access denied.
Ha 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 ha! Bigger! Much bigger! Yeah. Dude, how did he know? Did he just draw that card? Like, he didn't have Hex last turn. He made a really inefficient play for what I can remember. Which is why we went with that. Let's lead with one of these. Yeah, this is like fine, right? As long as it's a little intense for me right now, I'm not really trying for all that. In fact, let me just actually just put on a chill playlist. Let my shit survive. I don't think I have any good mechs. Like, the 8/8 dinosaur died, so this is, like, not that bad. It will also revive the egg. And what else? What? Yeah. Oh my god. Why did he use Volcano? I guess it doesn't matter. He's gonna trade it anyway. How does that affect shit? I don't know, man. These all seem so fucking shitty. What's this thing? This lets me punch through the taunt totems, and it also lets me combine it with equality to use it as a field wipe for just everything. His volcanoes will let him not have to think this entire game. Oh wait, it doesn't even kill my stuff? What are you doing, guy? You must have Lightning Storm, which you should have used first. How do you clear this? What's going on, dude? I can't even kill you. Oh wait, yeah, I can. Shutterwalk deck went #1 yesterday. Oh yeah, let me look at that. I mean, like, I guess he just did send like a link or something. My buddy Caravaggio is rank 1 right now. I don't know what he climbed with, but he was already like high legend as of yesterday. So I don't know. Like, how many games does this even have? I'm not trying to play Shutterwalk, but I am interested in knowing what I have to like prepare for. I mean, it just looks like Shutterwalk Shaman to me. Why does it run Thrall, though? Oh, it runs Quarter Creeper.
stored energy.
Hey, what's up, Adam? He's playing Malagos Druid? Yeah, I guess it's pretty basic, right?
What is my purpose?
I have no idea if this is good or not, by the way, Adam. I'm kind of just, like, playing around with cards. I haven't had time to, like, play around with any of the cards, really, because I've been really busy these past few days. But now that I have time, I'm, like, one thing I want to do is solve, like, Zoo and Paladin in my way. I'm sure that there's Zoo and Paladin decks that exist right now, but they have a lot of powerful mechs. There's no way there isn't a strategy in here that's, like, not, like, there's a tier 1 strategy somewhere in these mechs. As for Zoo, their new Serenite Chain Gang 1-drop card is pretty powerful. Its biggest weakness is still Druid somehow, but I'll try and solve it later. Good lord, can I, like, have a playable for turn 1 billion? I have to cut, like, Blessing of Might or something for more dudes.
I comply.
The battle.
Hopefully I can get my Tareem off this next turn. He's gonna play another weapon. It's like so painfully obvious. Next turn he can't do nothing though. We could have saved that for this guy the following turn, but then I wouldn't get the extra damage in and I couldn't protect my mech. Biggest issue with Call to Arms in this deck is that it puts a bunch of mechs out that I don't want to revive with the Kangor's Endless Army. So I might want to look for an alternative if I can to Call to Arms, which is kind of weird, but it makes sense, right? Either that or I just don't have any cheap mechs or something like that. Like, maybe I open with, like, Murlocs, like the same Murloc strategy I had before. Or maybe I just don't have, like, cheap mechs. Like, I don't know, Ungradable Framebot and Glowtron are, like, really good. I don't know, man. Are we brawling? Oh, we're just letting all this live. I don't... Why would you just let my whole field survive? So what are you playing on ladder, by the way, Adam? I think you're legend already, right? Yeah, you're legend. The Mechano Egg is really good. It's really slow, but if you run enough buff spells in your deck like I do, it's like a really powerful card. The great thing about these magnetic things is that it allows you to go both wide and stack tall. We can do this guy first, I guess. It's kind of weak to brawl, but it's Tareem.
Access denied. Access denied.
It's so fucking massive. Do Tareem this pseudo-lethal. There's no way that that's like gonna actually happen now. Like if he gets greedy and plays like a Tom right now. That's what I was looking for. Alright, well. It's annoying. Let's go with the consecration here. kind of feel like we play these two next turn. And just get like another Mechano Egg and Devil Sword instead of Death Pool for Cag Wars.
I can wait no longer.
So this is... Okay, let's see. Like, consecrate this.
For justice. Yes, we are the best. For justice.
I'm gonna slam here because it's harder for a warrior to deal with Divine Shield. Of course they have ways to deal with it, but they have to have the answer, right? He's already used 2 weapons. Yeah, this is what I want to happen. Because now he trades like this every time, right? Let's have a removal for this. I don't know how he does it. He can out-heal it. Oh, let's see.
For justice.
What a piece of shit field. We gotta try and make the mechs like the heavy mid-range of this deck. I don't like the early mechs. The only one I really like is Glowtron. Like maybe he's just like necessary evil. Yeah, he's gonna brawl. It's unfortunate. How many cards do you have left in his deck? Whatever. Both in the top 15. Something of mine survive. How did he get this? They have 2 Blessing of Kings coming up soon. We want to have like real amounts of damage on the table. And what is the quality consecrate? Whatever he plays, it's like in the way. I don't know if that's lethal or not, but we gotta do this every single time. I'm not counting. This is lethal, it's lethal, if not, whatever. Oh, whatever.
For justice.
If I had a mech left on my deck, I would have chose the Divine Shield guy, just so he had some more resilience. Alright, let's see if this can actually get me there. Damn, I think we're dead. What the fuck is this? Oh well. Alright, let's start experimenting with the list. If we saw Blessing of Kings instead of Blessing of Might, we would have had a better chance. Alright. So what I want to do is only run big mechs so that every Kangor is like a real Kangor. Alright, so let's see. If we run enough Murlocs, maybe we're able to mitigate the fact that, so, like, let's not run, like, Piloted Reaper. War Gear's, like, solid, but we want something a little bit more solid. Should be this thing. I like want to choose when I'm getting my shit out here, you know? We need this because it's a Murloc and a mech. I don't want to run this guy. He seems kind of slow, and like our whole deck doesn't do that right now. Like, I feel really bad just running a quality Consecrate in this deck. We should ideally just be rolling on people. Gotta run another Favor, right? What's the alternative to Favor? We run Stonehill Defender. That's like how we avoid having to run Consecrate by just getting Terrains and stuff like that. Alright, so we have enough 3-drops. We need more 2-drops. The most obvious addition is the 1/5 mech. It's just huge. The problem is that it also weakens our Kangors. So if I can find an alternative like Knife Juggler or something, I'm going to run that instead. It's something alone. What about Odd Mech Paladin? I had it like on the list of stuff to look at. I'm gonna leave the list like this for now, though. I think. I want Blessing of Kings in here. I'm almost done building this. Just give me a second, guys. I'm really just trying to make it like good the first time around, instead of like having to come back to it all the time. I think this is another just good 4-drop. What was the other card we're trying to add it again? Get focused on what we're removing. What the fuck was it? It was pretty important. A little dazed right now. Oh, Blessing of Kings. So that we can just like really push damage. And we need it for this guy as well. We need this. Because we don't trigger this any other way. I don't need to give it like a bunch of taunt effects. I just need it to have an ability to attack. Right, we gotta get Blessing in here. I don't care how we do it, but it has to get in here. This deck is so fucking packed, dude. It's so packed. We need to run at least one Favor, I think. We need these to make up for the fact that we're not running 2 favors. It helps us get streams so that we can get field removal, right? This is like one of the only activators for the Mechano Egg, and it makes our Kangors really powerful. Do you ever cut Knife Juggler? Makes the deck so heavy, right? We get the cut Stonehill. I don't see how else this happens. Which means we run a Divine Favor. Which means we cut... I mean, we can get away with not running a second Divine Favor. Let's run this list. This looks like the most powerful. Mech. Chest. Lock. Let's look into Odd. This is what I've gotten so far of Odd, but I haven't like looked into it too much. What's the Mech Hunter list? Gimme. I don't have all the Mech Hunter cards yet, so I haven't started working on the list yet. I still need the 3-drop, and I still need the Legendary, just so I can toy around with it, and I need one other card. Hey, what's up, Mip? When did she start streaming? Call to arms with Magnet Minions. When will they learn? I know, I cut all the Mech cards from Call to Arms, except for the 1-3 Mech, because that thing's just good. It's a Dire Maul at worst, and if it gets someone off Kangors, whatever, it's worth it just for the early game. Alright, so... yeah, we probably don't want Call to Arms in this deck if it's in here. Looks like Past Me figured that out. Past Me did not figure out that War Gear is not absolutely necessary in the Paladin decks. Why am I running this? Because it's a mech? Silly Past Me. Alright, let's see what we need to add to make the deck. Right, this is Dire Maul now. I don't want to run shitty mechs. Might have to run that 5-drop mech to give me some good buffs for the Kangors. We're also going to have to run Divine Favor. I'm going to add that right now before I forget. We need at least one in Odd Paladin, I think. Mac. Run Demolisher? That seems pretty funny. Yeah, I guess I was running this guy because there just aren't a lot of mechs. But we need the fusion mechs, so I guess run this guy. It's so heavy on 5-drops, though. It's good, but I don't know if we can run it. Because it's basically like our hero power anyway. Dude, Ziliax is, like, there's no way I fuse my mechs in this fucking deck. How do I do it to get Kangors to go off? Not suck dick. Like, we can't run more 5-drops in this. This is a lot, right? Like, maybe we can run 1 or 2 more. And if it would be anything, it would be this guy, right? Oh, we have this guy. Okay, we're good. We don't need any more mechs. This is fine. Alright, let's get some more 1-drops in here. Meat Wagon? I can't run Meat Wagon. It's an odd deck, Mip. Yes, Firefly is always good. I honestly forget the number of like one drops this deck runs. 1 second. How many do you run? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6? Then we need Raid Leader. I don't think I have Raid Leader. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we need another 1 drop. Probably need this too. I don't think we get to run the oh no, we have to, because the mechs are really good at swapping and doing that kind of shit. I don't think we can afford to run that. Like, we're just running out of cards and stuff. I think we can run Raid Leader. I don't know how we fit him in here. We're already struggling to find card spots. Okay, one more 1 drop. I'm thinking about adding Archerous Veteran. Yeah, Archerous. This is running Leroy. I don't think we really need that. Let's just run a second Divine Favor. Alright, now we need 2 cards for the last 2 Archeresses, and then we should be good on this list. I don't want to cut the Stonehill. And the Mechano Egg is like acting like Divine Cleaver in this case, so I don't want to get rid of that either. I guess it is a favor. This is decent. I think this is fine. You have to run 2 Blessing of Mights too. So odd. Back. Okay. We have a few decks. Let's play around with them a little bit. We'll start with Mech Murloc. I think I am a little more confident in this list, and then if we need to, we'll switch decks again. Run Warsong Commander, gives your minions +1 attack. Yeah, man. Hey, what's up, Kenny? Only 3 mana, strictly better than Raid Leader. Does that War Commander guy even see play, like, in anything whatsoever? There's like no more. They didn't print a single charge creature this expansion, I think. Gotta pump the jams real quick. Good love. Can I give you a deck to use? If I have the cards crafted for it, sure, I can play a few rounds of it. But I don't have all the cards. I am not a wealthy man when it comes to this game. I have to work like everybody else to get all the cards I need. But let me see. Might actually have most of this. Yeah, I think I have most of this. The only one I'm missing... No, I think I have it all. I'll look after. I'll see what I can do. I'm not going to play it perfectly the first few rounds. It's going to have to take me a few rounds to like understand it. But if you want to learn how to play it, I'll play it for you. Thinking of making it? Sure. This guy's Toast is known for making some fun decks, but I don't know how competitive his decks are. I'm sure that it semi-works, at least for ladder. What? Echo, this guy? Get him, man. Go for it. We want the mech on the table so that next turn we can, Hearthstone's really loud. So that we can buff it and we can protect our Tidecaller this turn. Rip. This is slightly more damage. Dude, it's official. I'm a college graduate as of today. I just got my final grades in. Passed that really, really hard class. That's exciting. Oh my god, Ice Poncho, what's up, man? Always love knowing people know the struggles of living in my grandmother's house. It isn't living in my grandmother's house, it's dealing with the insects that slowly make their way in during the day. Oh, I'm just gonna replay him, dude. You did it. You stopped me. Don't. It gets wrecked to aggro. You sure? Against Spreading Plague. Giggling Inventor makes no sense. It has all the same anti-aggro materials as Token. Token is literally built for anti-aggro. And what are the two decks that can run Plague? Hey, I don't know. I don't know anything about Druid, man. I want to draw cards and I know like, how pathetically outmatched he was. Easy, easy, easy game, boys. Murloc on the map. I think this list is okay. The 2-drop in the form of Night Juggler is kind of shaky. But again, that's to make sure that the Ziliax gets off. Alright, what the fuck was it? Let me get the deck string for this. Is this like his own personal website? What the fuck? I didn't know he had his own personal website. That's so funny. Oh, I actually have every single one of these cards. Alright. Alright, how do we win? Is this just Malagos Druid? With Giggling Inventor? And it looks fine. I just gotta remember that I have a Starfall in the deck. I don't really understand why it's running this if it runs 2 Infestations. And Branching Paths. This kind of seems like, I get this is like meant to just get Malagos, but I feel like you have to cut an Infestation for that to make sense, or cut a Branching Paths. In any case, people have probably played a lot more games on Druid at this point than me. But if I was just coming into the expansion, like I've said before, it makes the most sense to cut one of those cards so you don't have too much card draw. Just because the 4-drop is really good because it guarantees you can get Malagos. And it guarantees you get reduction on it. What's up, Ukilla? Yeah, sorry I couldn't respond to you directly in chat. Whenever I start streaming and people are like actually in chat, then I tend to slow down on chatting in game. It's one of the 2 decks that can run Plague. Yeah, he took out World Tree for Florist, 2 Infestations Milieu. I think I would take out an Infestation for another defensive measure. Warlock, so it's either Zoo or Control. This guy's good if I have this combo in hand. We're just going to keep this thing. Malfurion's the only other card I would have kept, but given that I don't know if it's Zoo or not, I want to keep Ramp. This thing, it's going to be in a lot of decks. Zoo, he's thumbing cards. This is good. If we can see Wild Growth, that's going to be ideal. If not, I'm fine meleeing this down. What the fuck is this? Ho ho ho! Oh baby. Shit have. So then we'll get to play Nourish soon. What do we want to draw next turn? Just Wild Growth, right? This deck doesn't do anything early on. So I had to think through all my plays. We had the option of coining this guy out and defending against these guys, and then we'd have to play this next turn, which is really, really slow. The best choice, I think, is to melee one of these this turn. The following turn, coin out a Nourish, melee it down the second time, and play both the Arcane Tyrants. Or play this if things are really bad. You can see, you can pretty much say ZG. Yeah, I mean, Zoo's really good against Druid. He's going really fast, too. Like, we have a decent hand, but, like, we're not, like, gonna beat, like, this nonsense. Especially if he has, Fungomancer, which he'd play here. I can't melee because he can just buff here and then trade in and then, yeah, he'd be able to play around my melee, essentially. I can't explain it too quickly, but he has a line. This should be good enough to play against the Fungomancer. Pretty good draw. I don't know how we defend ourselves. I mean, like, yeah, obviously this, but I don't know how we defend ourselves meaningfully. Like, all this is gonna do is stall them. So I think it's gonna be better for us to play this next turn and, like, something else.
It's playtime.
I need to address this field first and then worry about drawing cards. Usually you can just starve this deck out of resources. As odd as that sounds with this hero power, they do have to spend a considerable amount of resources to stay in the game. Their creatures fall off really late game is what I mean to say. Now let's see. So for sure this, right? So what, this thing? It's gonna draw me Florist and Malygos. Do we even need those cards right now? Yeah, it shows up our draws later on. Next time we can do Branching Pass and Nourish if we need to. Draw some cards and gain armor. Hopefully it doesn't have too impactful to play this turn. I need to attack first. You have Plague, please? Okay, that's decent. I think it's decent. Swipe here. Trade, ignore. Sorry, I gotta think about this line. So like I can trade like here, and then trade here, and then like Doomguard just gets me. I think what I'm gonna do is draw a card like this. This helps protect my life total a little bit better against Doomguard. Yeah, it lets me draw cards still. The armor would have been nice off of that thing as well. Armor is like debatably better, but I want to have more resources to choose from because right now 3 of the cards in my hand don't do anything at all, so I want to try and like get something better to work with. Do you think the deck needs big minions? I mean, Commodore Drake or Lich King certainly couldn't hurt in my opinion. So swipe here has to happen, right? But can we ignore this? Is like the real question. Let's see if you can draw a Spreading Plague or something. It should be fine to protect me. I want to be able to gain this armor every turn in between my plays so I can kind of like suffocate him. Either that or we can start pushing damage. How the fuck do I get these guys out on the table? This deck needs Doomsayer, I think. I just need like a turn that I can just do whatever I want. And Doomsayer kind of lets me eventually do that. Just hide it behind stuff. Trade it in. What you damn do. That's pretty annoying. I can't reach stuff I want to reach now. Alright, so we have to swipe now. What can we draw that like matters right now? How do we feel about Infestation here? It's pretty bad, right?
My thoughts are
Pretty much locked into the swipe play. He knows we have it. We're gonna kill this guy, I guess, instead. Gaining armor seems so bad. I need to
my thoughts are plagued.
Draw Spellstone, I guess.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
I want his creature alive. Past turn. I want it alive so Spreading Plague does more. So, like, Doomsayer right here lets me do so much. Look at the odds that we can draw just another Moonfire and kill him next turn. I'm going to save it. Just going to gain armor. Get out of Soulfire range. If we draw Branching Path, I don't think that gives us lethal. It's close though. Well, he's like almost putting us in lethal range. This is hit nothing. Oh, I was about to say. You shouldn't have meleeed with this guy. I think I'm missing lethal. Sorry if I'm missing lethal. I don't think I am. It should be lethal next turn. We're just Malagos and then this phase. Mountain Giant maybe works. What's that 1-mana card he played after Voodoo? Oh, it's actually a really, really good card. I really like it. It's the reason I've been playing a lot of Zoo. It's called Soul Infusion. What it does is it gives the leftmost minion in your hand +2/+2. So when you use it with stuff like Serenite Chain Gang, it lets you buff both of them like you would like a Calisap buff. And there's a new card called Doubling Imp. It's a 3-mana 2/2 that has the same effect of Serenite Chain Gang, except it's a demon. So yeah, it's pretty good. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if it slots into Heal Zoo as well. The only thing it's good with in Heal Zoo is the Ghoul, because it can be played for free. I think it's actually meant to be played in a completely different kind of deck, a more burst-centric deck than Heal Zoo. Even Heal Zoo is pretty bursty. I mean, like, something that hits harder faster than Heal Zoo, rather than just have longevity. Giggling Inventor makes Forest less consistent. In my opinion, Doomsayer is better than Giggling Inventor in this deck. If I was running the deck, I would run Doomsayer. Giggling Inventor is good, but you aren't really protecting anything the turn you play it. You're kind of just playing it because it's a new card, it feels like, in this deck. Less a new card, a good card. It is a good card. It's a very good card, but I don't know if it's designed exactly for this. It's good at Warrior, because they have mechs. They can run Zilliax, but I feel like it's just kind of this good stuff card. And the better option for me is Doomsayer, because you can hide it behind your Spinning Plague, you can hide it behind your Malfurion turn, and then you can set up to get your Florist on the table. Whereas you saw that last game in aggro matchups, it's impossible to play the Florist. It's actually impossible. The only problem with it is that it gets summoned off of Oaken Summons, but how much does that really matter? If you're playing Oaken Summons, you're probably playing against an aggro deck anyway, and you don't really care if it's Doomsayer, because it's just going to give you time, which is what the 3/6 is doing anyway, so. That's the reason not to run Doomsayer. I don't think it's a good enough reason. I haven't streamed for a while. My voice is already getting fucking hoarse, whatever the fuck it is. Alright, I haven't played against this deck a lot. I know that it's a decent deck. The Hunter, Death Rattle, Mech nonsense. Oh, the list isn't bad. You can probably run this to Legend. I just like having a very, very well-balanced deck. I don't like having bad matchups. So I always try and, like, move the deck as close to, like, perfect as possible, if that makes sense. I don't think it's Starfall yet. This board's not, like, dangerous enough. I mean, whatever. We're not burning the, Moonfire. It's a combo piece. But I'll check it out. 1 second. But it needs more protection. I agree. I don't think this is the card you run. The rest of the list seems solid. I honestly think in some ways, like, even like something like Charm Creeper is better, because you just have no 3-drops. It's like really awkward. Like, when do I get to play my stuff? I mean, I guess we're just doing this really weak-ass play, so you can't have any more Death Rattles I have to deal with. Right back and get a drink of water. Actually, some tea. Tea would be nice. Be right back.
Protocol 7 engaged.
I know this cup's gonna be in the camera's way for a bit, but bear with me.
For the wild.
We need to draw cards. Let's check out this list real quick. Alright, this list is a biology project. It's weird. What the fuck does this do? We might as well draw. We're gonna draw anyway, right? Maybe I'm missing something that I can do here that doesn't suck. What are these death rattles? Add a random mech to your hand? What did that? It's so bad. Almost didn't get my attack in. They both basically had poisonous, so I had to trade off on them.
What is my purpose?
You didn't fuse them? See, plays like this, I don't know like what the correct move is. It's like, I'm already gonna draw off Infestation, right? So we have to clear, we have to like use our cards somehow. I guess we could like gain armor once, right? And like draw a card. What does this do? 3? And next turn we'll play Infestation and play this guy. We just need something to hit with this guy. I'm thinking this deck needs to run like the Lich King or Primordial Drake or something, because you're not always just gonna have Malygos as like the thing you reduce by 7. Like this is too much, in my opinion. It probably needs to run Alexstrasza. Not Alexstrasza, Lich King. Okay. Lich or Alex? Probably the Lich King is slightly more important if you're trying to solve the problem of the deck not having enough stuff to buff off of this thing. It's fine to hit Alexstrasza, but typically you need to take the whole turn off anyway off of Alexstrasza in order to set up for your following turn where you actually kill them. So reduction Alexstrasza is kind of like unnecessary. The more important factor is that the juicy Psycho Melon will draw Lich King and Malygos, as opposed to if you run Alexstrasza, you can just like not draw Malygos, and that's just never what you want to happen. Okie dokie. Is there like a point where like this guy like really turns the tables and kills me, or is he kind of just in here for no reason? Do we have a more efficient way to gain armor? You always want to push damage with these things whenever you get a chance. Because they are very garbage creatures at base. Now we ever draw Malagos at any point, we can just kill them with the 2 Moonfires. Yeah, like this card is very good. But like it's not good if it just sits in your hand the whole game. Like I would have much rather played this last turn, but Goot Sprayer. Alex Straza messes with Psychomelon. Yeah, you're right. That's the disadvantage. But it makes your combo more consistent. And gives you more survivability against aggro. Not Zoo, because they have a lot of burst. My cousin ran the list with the Dream Petal and Lich. It went pretty well for him. Try that out. What is Dream Petal? I don't think Faceless is necessary. It's like running another one of these. You don't need like another Faceless. It works. It certainly does, but this deck's problem is beating the mid-range decks like Zoo and such, not like control decks. So like playing Faceless means that you're losing the control, which I just don't think is very common. Uh-oh. Looks like he's killing one of my fucking 5/6s. Or my 5/6. Kills the 5/6 with this and his weapon. This doesn't really matter, he's dead. Oh wait, no he's not. For some reason I thought I had Malagos in my hand. Is this something I could draw? Swipe. This. Eight. Lethal.
The circle of life is over.
Matter.
Light and rot.
Yes, that's good. If you need me to test out another list, or if you have any questions, I can keep playing this if you want me to. But this is like a meta deck, so like I definitely wanted tonight to be more about like testing decks before we start climbing. This is like a deck I would play if I like ran, like if I was like at rank 2 or something and I started losing a bunch. I'm like, all right, maybe I need to play something more competitive. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Kenny. Yeah, this is more a testing session for you to see like what list you want to try out. Is there any other cards you want me to try out in the list before I switch over to other lists or anything like that? I really don't mind. I have nothing going on right now. Run my lists. It brings lulls and whips some ass. Let me see if I can rebuild it real quick. But I'm gonna see if he's trying to test the deck, if he still isn't satisfied with the list. Lich King, please. Okay. I don't have Floop. I have Drakai Slayer. I don't have this thing. I'll look at run a Lich here. There's a Florist. This guy? Sure. Let me see what I can do to fix Utilla's. Not fix it, I'm not crafting these cards, obviously. I mean, I'm probably just gonna run this and some other ramp spell. I'm just gonna craft the other one of this. Like, this card's good. Yeah, whatever. My deck is complete meta breaker. It's probably good at beating control decks and stuff like that, but it looks very, very slow. That's just how big Druid is. However, I do like big Druid decks. Big Druid decks are the only Druid deck I actually legitimately enjoy playing. So this is too slow, right? Like, I'm thinking about, like, if he's Miracle, I want this. But if he's Odd Rogue, which I haven't seen one yet, I need to have this. But I'm just gonna mulligan everything and look for something better. Whoops, my Nightbot hasn't been
with me, friend.
up. There you go. You should be able to see all the songs now. I don't know why this is in here. I imagine he's a Pogo Hopper deck of some variety. I haven't interacted with those kind of decks a lot yet, so don't expect me to have like the perfect solution of how to beat that kind of strategy. Let's go ahead and I don't know if meleeing this like does anything for us. Why are you talking to me? Let's go on pass turn. What's up, Myth? It's a really good draw. I had no idea what I was going to do this turn. I saw a list with what? Prince Taldaram? What do you copy? Just Malygos? I don't know how good that is. It certainly makes sense because there are no 3-drops in the deck, but you don't really hit a lot. You can hit like Lich King if he's already on the table. You cut like Giggling Inventor or a Starfall. Yeah, I mean, Taldaram is like, if the Malygos gets cheapened, you can play Malygos for 1, or Malygos for 2, because he gets reduced by 7. How does this card read? Yeah, you play Malygos for 2, Taldaram for 3, and then you can swipe that turn. Whereas if you play Faceless onto the 2-mana Malygos, you cannot swipe in that same turn. So it makes more sense mathematically than you think, but I don't know if it's actually required for the deck. We'll play this right now, we get punished. Draw 3 cards, alright? Do I really care if I mill something? We're gonna need some RNG at this guy, I think. Ow, my shoulders. Yeah, I mean, this is probably a bad play, but I'm not in the tournament, so whatever. Oh boy, we going in again. Hit Mally. Ooh. Get him. Get him. This card's so fucking bad. In this deck, it's so bad. Please take it out. I don't care what you take it out for. It doesn't need to be in it. What is this? This doesn't make any sense. You can play this to Legend. I'm quite certain, to be completely honest. But it is certainly not necessary. Send your list? No, I mean, like, I don't have a list. I don't know what the correct card to run is, but it's not this. I would just cut this guy and run 2 Doomsayers. That's the only difference I'd make for this list, I think. Try both variants. Tell me which one you think works out better. This thing is just so odd. This thing is getting too much value. It is throws into her hand 3 times. No reason not to play this, right? Guess we're standing by. Oh, Hal. Hal might be better. Hal might actually be better than this thing. That makes sense. Uh-oh. 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 Not good. It's called 0 mana, give 14 mana crystals and summon a 4/4. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I don't know if this is lethal. It better be. Okay. Yeah, Hal might be better than the Giggling Adventure. I'm not sure, though. To me, the Giggling Adventure seems like it's, like, kind of overkill. But, me personally, Doomsayer is my choice. I think Howling Roar, or whatever the hell it is, the 3-drop thing that draws a card and then gets armor, is, like, the meta thing to choose. But, all in all, any variation of the list you run is fine, as long as you're running those 2 cards. I do think Lich King is necessary for the deck. It is just a good card to run in the deck, and it can give you a more dynamic pool of cards to choose from in terms of removal. And that your opponent can't really play around because they can't play around all the Lich King cards. It's impossible. Work in progress. My list is I just failed to see the point of running Dream Petal Florist if you're not going to buff your Malyghost. What is Dream Petal? You run 1. It's so, like, the variant I would start off with for sure is the double Doomsayer, no Lich King, and double Florist, just to see how consistent I can buff my Malyghost and finish him off that way. But buffing Lich King is just good enough as well, I would think. But I definitely think you need more than 1 target in the deck. You can help it. I just want to play Taunt Druid. Taunt Druid's too slow. Malyghost Druid is flexible. It can beat aggro. It can beat control. And it's fast. It can win that ladder matches much faster than Taunt Druid. But Taunt Druid, you'd be like in the match for like ages. It's supposed to be a 3rd Spreading Plague, I believe. Okay, so now, Killer, are you still in here, man? We're gonna get ready to play your deck. I'm just trying to get a feel for what the hell's going on right now. We only have one of these dudes. Alright. Is Killer in here? Yeah, he's in here. I just run the list. He comes back, he comes back. Oh, yeah. I run a few rounds of Killer's lists. Big Druid, it seems. And then we'll get back to testing my Mech Paladin deck and Odd Paladin. Yeah, fucking want it in. This faster ramp than Nourish. We need to find it. What do you mean, Tristan? Are you in here? There you go. Two Brothers Paladin. Mecharoo does not belong in Paladin, I don't think. Like, what makes it any better than Argent Squire? Even if you're running mechs in your deck.
Reporting for duty.
This deck has a lot of good anti-paladin stuff through Primordial Drakes and Swipes and Spreading Plagues. But the biggest concern is that when they play the card that buffs all those Silverhand dudes, like, do you have game against that? That's like what it comes down to. You should just pass here and then we just rip him apart. Pass, dude. Pass. Oh, fuck me. He's preserving the Silverhands at least. So this is ideal scenario for me. Everything. It's an important card, really, but do what you can. Try pulling a couple ramp cards. Yeah, I mean, we put in Biology Project. It's even more ramped to what you run. Because I don't have Drakari and the other guy. Yeah, whenever I'm done streaming, I'm probably just gonna go into sleep, brother. Damn it, we drew this guy. Let's see. I don't want to just give him mana crystals, but I need to, like, get to this. And I want him to play more stuff so I can Spreading Plague. So we'll do this. Oh, wait. Oh, we can Plague now. Oh. Is that worse? No. Kill 2 tokens. We expected him to play Fungomancer, but we just didn't want to be able to play the tokens and then play the guy that played the card that buffs all the Silverhands. So he punches through, and then he doesn't kill this guy. So does the Witchwood map have any hidden secrets? Not that this is the Witchwood map or anything, but it felt kind of like bland for a map expansion. Dude, does every deck on the planet run this card? Is this the new Corridor Creeper? I don't even know what to do. I guess we break this guy's shield. I don't know if this deck needs Alexstrasza though, because it's not like a burst deck. Alexstrasza is usually like a health gaining option. I would honestly think that Malygos is better than Alexstrasza in this deck. What the fuck did he do? Oh. It's all over for him? Maybe. If, like, this guy survives. I didn't do the map, but I'm pretty sure this guy's dead. So what? Like, this guy survives and I get another dragon, I guess? Wait, we can attack with the Firefly? Uh-oh. Yeah, shit's fucked. Shit's so fucked. Do I swipe anywhere? Dude, what are we thumbing over last minute? Oh! Oh my god. Is that gonna matter? I don't think it's gonna matter. Alright, if I have the cards, I'll run it. And what's up, LMFAO? Why is it doing it twice? Why did it do it twice? Thanks for following, man. Leah, you see all these guys out here making me play fucking Paladin? Oh, sorry, Druid. When I want to play Paladin. I mean, I don't mind it. I mean, like, people value my opinion to, deck build. Wow. Did this actually work out to where trading like a moron actually worked out for me? I really just want to play Deathwing, to be fucking frank. We can get more value out of this, Alex. If we draw one more, like, shitty card, we're gonna just definitely next turn. I like playing Q-Block on day one with Lichwood Lame. Yeah, I'm gonna look at it now, see what we got going on. I have it up on my other tab. I don't have Floop. Stonehill Defender and Tar Creeper. It's really defensive.
Reporting for duty.
Oh, the fuck it button's coming. Oh, it's coming. Not yet.
What to do?
Whoops. It's a gifted card. Oh, it's a Firefly.
Reporting for duty.
They grow up so fast. Start gooning on them. I want to hit him in his fucking head. Pretty good. Here comes the taunt card. So we have to kill one of the tokens rather than the raid leader. He probably trades into this 4/4. Or goes face. He can go face everything pretty safely. Probably would have killed Deathling if he had that card in hand. Such a weird trade. That's a really good draw. Kill it.
Converting stored energy.
Hey, what do you do? Super Kangaroo.
The battle is over. You win.
Has anybody seen the movie Kangaroo Jack? That ancient movie. Like the only Australian movie I know. Wait. There was The Rundown as well. There's like a period in history where people only made Australian movies. And now you never see Australian movies. Alright, okay, we'll play one more round of your deck, and then we're gonna play the other guy in Stream's deck. I have to limit it to 2 requests per stream right now until I get through everybody, and I get to play some of my own. Yeah, Australia just doesn't exist anymore. Thanks, man. Way to quantify that for me. We keep O-Card every single fucking game, right? We just live for this card, right? Let's see, run the book. No, we don't run the book. We'll keep that card. What the fuck? I mean, we are running a lot of like heavy stuff. It's just my luck, you know. The worst card to have in hand. The sprayer is pretty good, but it requires that you have some sort of advantage in the game. But Druid's really fucking good, so it just never doesn't have a advantage. Do I have a Mechathune? No, but I honestly wouldn't even want to run a Mechathune deck if I had him. Oh my god, this hand's so fucking bad. About to throw this game out of the window. Oh, how long can this go on? You always keep this card. Ask Leo, Planet Hunter, in the chat. You always keep O-Card. Even against Zoo, man. O-Card just turns games on their head. Under the 6, we have a Biology Project, Greedy Sprite, and Nourish. Those are our... Oh, look at that. Curve, baby. Curve. Oh, and we run Wild Growth. So we have 8 curve cards. We have 8... But yeah, they're called curve cards, actually, because you need to play them on curve for them to be good. We have 8 ramp cards. and didn't see a single one. My goodness. This happens in Magic the Gathering a lot too sometimes. You'll just draw the opposite end of your deck. Thank God we're fighting Mech Hunter, or else you wouldn't have a chance to get it against a real deck. I see people bring 4 Mechathune decks to a tournament. I think the only competitive version of Mechathune is Druid. Oh baby. Wait, so is this your list, by the way? The person who made the list, Isama, I can't tell. Total deck rating 5. It's not a ton of views, maybe it is actually his list. Are you still in here, LMFAO? Is this like actually your list? We're gonna kind of really telegraph what I want to do next turn, but I don't really give a shit. Are you still in here? It's not on my list? Okay, I was just wondering. He wanted to give like a better explanation of it or something. Just found it looks good. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Help, help, help. Yes, I'm here, dude. How can I be of service? I'm being OTK'd by a priest. Does it have a boar? Yeah, that's the, that's the new, kick, man. The OTK deck. It's called FPS Priest, or fucking, I forget what, APM Priest, that's it. Great. Watching is giving me the runs. Always keep Oakheart. Mechathune Priest is pretty competitive too. Warlock too. Well, Warlock works, but you have to draw your whole deck basically for it to work. It's not competitive, in my opinion. At least the variants that exist right now. You can run it as like a side combo thing, but there's better ways to win with Warlock. Even in the control archetype, I feel. What happened? Where's my enchanter? We can't run this card. We gotta run something else. I don't know what this should be. I always say Doomsayer, but I just love that fucking card, especially in decks with Spreading Plague. This should probably be Doomsayer. Or something. Something else, because this is terrible. It's blocking, sure, but it's not a huge-ass dragon. Basically play taunts to survive until you get your combo. Meligal's Floop, 2 Moonlight, and Swipe. I don't have Floop, so if it requires Floop for an entire combo, I don't think I'll be able to play the deck. And I don't want to craft Floop because I'm not a Druid player. Oh my. Wow.
What to do?
This has to happen no matter what we do.
Boy, you should know that I've got you on
Don't talk to me, Rexar. There's no way he runs like kill command in this, right? How about Mechathune Rogue? Because of unstable element? I have no idea how Mechathune Rogue works. I didn't know Mechathune Rogue even existed. Drake removes big boards from Zoo. The Shutterwalk Shaman list is pretty good. Yeah, I don't doubt it. It looks pretty solid, but it's Shutterwalk Shaman, so how bad could it be? How much damage do we have? 8, 10, 18. I think it's lethal. I don't know. Let's just throw shit at him until he's dead.
For the wild.
Please work. Don't make me look like an idiot. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. I think you should cut the tar creepers for something. Either branching paths, Doomsayer, howling, whatever the fuck, the 3-drop that draws a card and gains you armor. Because missing the Drakari enchanters, even though I only run one, missing it is just destroying the deck's potency off of Oakheart. And Oakheart does run this deck. That's how you win games. Whether Druid players want to believe that or not just you, obviously, but a lot of people think that Druid just wins games from raw power. Sometimes it does, but it usually just wins through just Oakheart swings. Just like how Hunter won a lot of its games, his Control Hunter, through Barn Josharaj combo. Because it just wins a lot of your games. Some decks just can't respond to it. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to play your deck. I'm going to try and look at it and see the list you want me to see. But I don't own Floop, and I don't have the money to craft them right now. I do have a pack available. So with your help, we can combine our stream energy and open a Flopdipidus Floop in this pack. Now, I only get this amount of luck once a month. But with your help, we can open up a Flopdipidus Floop. But you have to believe. If you don't believe, it won't happen. You believe, Mip? LMFAO, do you believe in the Flopdipidus Floop? Did you open 2 legendaries in a single pack? I think you already used your luck. No, that's not how that works. That's like unexpected luck. This is like preordained luck. Oh, doesn't look like LMFAO believes in Flopdipidus Floop. That's not a good sign. Ripperoni. No Floop for us. We got an epic though. Starliner! Tournament Constellation Druid, baby. Fuck the Floopster. Where's my deck at? That's not it. Hell yeah. Oh baby. Ooh. Ooh baby. Do I have another one of the fucking juicy Psycho Melons? Oh. I'll make this deck offline because I really want to work on it. Let's see if I can run this deck though. What is like the combo here? Let me read that guy's message again. You opened a golden Dr. Morgan? Did I? I don't think I did. I usually remember my goldens. How much does she cost? Is she not like a warlock card? What is she? Is she not a warlock card? No, I don't have it. I don't have it. What are you saying? 8? What are you saying 8 for? 8 warlock legendary? Oh, thanks. I can't battle right now, Tristan. The people want to see decks, man. Let's see. Hold on. Survive until you get your combo. Malagos, Floop, 2 Moonlights, Moonfires, and Swipe. I can't even put in... Can I just put in, like, Faceless Manipulator in place of Floopster? We're gonna put in Faceless Manipulator instead of Floop. This would be a budget list, I guess. And we'll run it for a round or two. Probably just one round. And then I want to play aggro. I'm not the biggest fan of Druid. I can play it, but I'm like not that great at it, and it's not really my style. So, I think that's how I spell his name. Just play Wild and run Aviana, Kuhn, and Bran. I prefer Taldaram. Throw in Thracian? Sure, Mip. You buy me a time capsule and I'll throw in Thracian. Alright. Head hurts, you're going down, dude. I know how necessary this is. But to be fair, we did open up a lot of legendaries in our 50 packs. I opened up like 5 some legendaries, so every 10 packs I get a legendary. Usually it's every 20 or 40. So I can't complain. I'm sure Wild Malagos Druid is completely broken and busted. I'm sure a lot of decks are completely broken and busted in Wild. Most of which is Mill Rogue. Mill Rogue or like Weapon Rogue is probably the most powerful deck on the planet right now. So when does everybody start school? This is a very, this is what this deck does kind of deck. Oh boy, let me tell you how, like, focused this list is. It's not much different from the previous list we ran, other than the fact that it's just literally nothing but taunts and removal and ramp. For the Starliner deck, it is hard to make powerful and standard. Give me time, Leo. I'll find a way. It's hard to solve, for sure. I agree. But I have some ideas. I just need to work offline where I can actually, like, sit there and think. I got it started. The hardest thing for me is figuring out whether or not the taunt build or the big druid build is better for it. Or if just it by itself is good enough. Still like how Malagos is good enough for... fucking ridiculous. What the fuck? I couldn't play Nourish, and that just let me play Nourish. Oh my god, Biology Project is gonna break this game. Please don't have a Firefly and a Fungomancer so I can destroy everything you love. Do people even think about this card? They just like put it in their deck and not give a shit? Wow. This card is good, but it is not every single deck good, you know? My goodness. It's gonna Vile Spine me. Play the other fucking Firefly, please. So I can bury you with some Spreading Plague. Play the other Firefly. No! He's in a spot of bother. Not against my Odd Rogue, Blood Knight plus Mossy Horror. Yeah. I mean, that does destroy that card pretty well. If you're just trying to beat that card, sure, but odds are Mossy Horroring into this kind of card in a control deck, like a Ramp Druid, doesn't really matter. But the Blood Knight is pretty good tech in every matchup. Blood Knight is probably main deckable in like a mech paladin like build, I think. Yeah. Why did he buff this? I don't know how he deals with more than 2 of these creatures. I kind of want him to deal with them so that I can play another Spreading Plague and like Ramp or something. Or draw, rather. Death Rattle Rogue is pretty good. It looked like it's pretty good. It looks like it has a lot of flexibility. Wow. Well, Garapata gets Flondipitous Floop, but we don't get Flondipitous Floop. Because his deck doesn't run Alex Strauss, I felt like it was necessary to push damage there. But there may have been another play we could have made. Although I still think the one we made was the correct one.
The circle of life is over.
Trades here, trades into that. We need the taunts though, I think. Because if we get the taunts here, we can just play this again next turn and deny whatever he develops and just hit him in the head again. And then if we ever just draw a swipe off the Nourish, we just win the game. Uh-oh. It's gonna get 5 damage in, that's not good. Okay, you can stop now. Please stop. I can just kill him this turn. I'd rather kill him. Okay, he's dead next turn. Gotta bring him down to 5, and then we'll infestate him. Hopefully he can't get through all this. Right now he can clear 3 of them. No, 2 of them. So he has to clear the 3rd one somehow and produce 12 damage. So I think it's possible off 2 cards. Saw Kalento playing Pogo, Rogue, and Legend. He was beating Zulox. Yeah, but you also gotta understand that Kalento's like probably one of the best players, if not the best player in Hearthstone, so if a deck like that is possible, he'd be one of the few people. Like, if he's just like barely scooting by off like a 55% win rate, it's probably its actual threshold. So basically, you can heal the full with Ziliax. Yeah. Ziliax is a really good card. Pogo Rogue seems like kind of a meme at this point. I haven't seen it like doing anything super competitive. I'm sure one day it'll be like a really competitive deck, but right now I don't know like if it can be a good deck while the meta is still developing, because it's innately a control deck, right? Where you have to like outlast your opponent in a sense. All right, that deck's not bad. Is LMFAO still here? Because if not, we're gonna play some other decks. Like, I want to test. I don't want to climb the legend. I just want to test. If I get the legend testing, then that's fine. But I'm trying to steer away from like straight Malygos decks if I can, because Malygos decks are like very good. Yeah, Tempo makes sense, man. But I think like a legitimate like Miracle Pogo deck is like the future. Let's see. Rock. I don't think we keep this 2-drop. There's no guarantee we get a 1-drop Murloc. We just need 1-drops right now. What are we debating right now? It's turn 1, bro. Either Coin Wild Growth or pass. Good lord.
Time waits for no one.
Ugh. It's a good long match. I thought about Repentance, but I don't know the extent of what his deck runs. And if he plays the chick that summons the taunt guys, it's terrible. I want him to cast Infestation before Divine Favor. Rank 3 play? Oh, you're talking about him. So many options next turn. So we'll be blessing Exiliax if I had to guess. I'm gonna have to blessing the Knife Juggler so we can punch through his spreading plague wall. So Exiliax will probably go on the far left. Maybe we do an Oiltron Ziliax. That's really annoying. So I can't fucking show anything. God, spreading plague is such a degenerate ass card. Eliminates entire archetypes from being played. I have too many options, to be completely honest.
Unity, precision, perfection.
That doesn't trigger this guy? Sure.
Move quickly.
Can't just infest my war leader, but if he has swipe, that's pretty fucking terrible for me. But swipe's always terrible when you're a paladin. What the fuck? Oh, that's pretty good. This then. Looking for Knife Juggler ideally, so we can throw the rest of these things out here and punch through this nonsense. Playing against Life Coach's Smurf account. Maybe thrilled to be playing against Life Coach. I really respect him as a player. No juggler, cool. I want to have Kangors do as much as possible. But yeah, I understood what your reference at for the joke from earlier in the game when he was like roping on turn 1. But I mean, like, we sort of expected this because I just didn't feel good just playing this. Stop doing stuff at any point, please. Alright, it's gonna be Knife Juggler, Tide Caller this, and then what? Okay. Alright, Jog. Can you not fuck me? but he's used his downers, so he can't clear the shit easily. We're running out of, I think we're out of buffs for this thing. We have to just, like, fuse them somehow. We do have the blessing in hand. I was looking at my deck list, what was left in my deck. We should be able to turn these both on if we absolutely want to. Maybe buffing one of these guys this turn, or this following turn would be better, though. In terms of, like, actually putting them away. He should Spreading Plague right now if he has it. We're not making the token because if you play Spreading Plague, it's not worth having the token out on the table. Like, there's no benefit to pushing that one extra damage, I think. I was really thinking he must have Spreading Plague in his hand. That's good. If our Murloc deck's at least making a very anti-aggro focused deck, really ponder the plays. Why didn't we just open with this? Like, what else would you have done?
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
For sure that. And it's this because we can only buff one of these max with what's remaining in our deck. The only reason it's out on the table is to prevent, like, a mass field wipe of some variety, but he should be done with that. Will Squill, what's up, man? Thanks for the host.
My thoughts are plagued.
Hopefully the alert isn't, like, whack as fuck like it's been for the past follow I got.
Fickle my heart, triggered again. All I count is time.
Trades this guy in too.
Even those eyes, they have
Give me Kangors.
Death is eternal. My turn is not.
I count to 10 and do it all again. I caught your eye. You make me
Reporting for duty.
Flower power. And how much does this buff hitting something else in his hand matter again? Fine, we'll kill it.
I'm almost out of cards.
Great. We're almost out of plays, really. If we draw a Noya module next turn, that's like not terrible, but odds are he's gonna play Malagos this turn, and probably like Wrath off my War Leader or something. I don't know. You know what's left in his hand: a Wild Growth, a Malagos, a Wrath, a Branching Paths, and an Infestation. Right, 5. It's 6, missing 2 cards. Oh.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
What's left in my deck? An Oil Module and Kangors.
Reporting for duty. The battle.
I don't think I win. I mean, these things actually just did nothing. That feels terrible. Do I cut them from the deck? Or do I need to make more ways for them to die? Is that it? You can never kill all of my tokens. Man, this is going to be close, I think. That has to be Kangors right now. I don't think there's Max in his deck. Yeah. What if we're going to cut the Mechano eggs?
Almost out of cards.
And we're going to put in another mech. I don't know what we're going to put in yet, though. Or we're going to put another way to combine them. I thought Blessing would be enough. Apparently I didn't finish the list. Blessing, Tareem. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. Whatever. Did you do the math, or what?
I'm out of cards.
Oh, it was called Arms. He just drew called Arms. Now he has the Anoia module. We've lost because he can Kangor that back. It's over. Look at the list real quick. Adjust it. How important is it? 8/8. War gear is, what is war gear? Yeah, I mean, that's what I was getting ready to change it out for, if I couldn't find a better way to integrate it. It's less about the 8/8, it's more about the resiliency. Because resummoning Mechano Egg off of Kangors is brutal. It's game ending. Let's see this other magnetic that I can run. That's like reasonable. Run this guy in place of what? This? I don't want to do that. I like it being a Murloc. This thing is like a must in the deck. Huh. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll run him. That works as a 5-mana 5/5. Keloseth plus Flondipidus Flute deck. I think I actually have the one-drop Legend Druid card. I don't really know. I can't remember. I want to make a Treant deck, but I was gonna kind of wait until the Hive Mind figured that one out, and rather than waste my time, because somebody's gonna figure out the Treant deck. But I don't think the Treant deck's that bad. Flute copies Battle Cries. Oh, you mean the guy of the legendary? Oh, I don't have that guy. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Hey, what's up, Fred?
Taking me down and out, you made it look like it was easy, so easy, lifting me off the ground. I'm moving like it was easy, so easy.
What it really was is this guy couldn't wait to play his mindless Keloseth turn. So limp deck. We can probably just concede now. He's had like an insane curve. Shoot this, Jugs. Hopefully, just ran in every single deck. We don't have catch-up mechanics, we just lose. Like, ideally, since we're like a Murloc deck, we like have the field, but like, he had like 2 Mecharoos and the Keloseth and the Flanking Strike. There's not much we can do about that. And the one beefy creature we had got like Hunter's Mark down, so we were just destined to lose that game the moment that he fucking stepped into the gate. I'm gonna change the music a little bit. This one drops. This is why we only run one Divine Favor, because some hands are like really clunky. We can't have ourselves losing to our own deck.
Mind if I roll need?
Okay, we don't absolutely lose to Dustbreaker now. Could have made him overdraw if it matters, but I don't think it's going to. Seems he has a clear. We're just gonna get face.
Is someone injured?
I assume this is the combo deck everybody's running.
Converting stored execute. Precision. Fresh.
Hand is too full.
Get fucked. Flute plus Chairlight Chain Gang could be easy, interesting. Does it maintain the actual health buff? Probably should have healed himself. Pretty broken, man. Be a 4-mana 3/4 that copies a 3/4. Do we repair a spell? You gotta trade him first. I might be able to play whatever this is. This is gonna get killed off. I want him to know that he has no chance. None. That's definitely some kind of combo deck. He was drawing so many fucking cards. Honestly, he's good with any Battle Cry or Death Rattle minion. Ancient of War comes to mind. Ancient of War has since receded to the pits of hell. You know, I never actually had that big of a problem with Ancient of War. I usually don't like a lot of Druid cards, but that card I've never really had a problem with. I never felt like it was an unfair card. So is there anything cool to do on this map besides play with the robot? Maybe discover a rocket ship function. That's not that bad, to be honest. But ever since the volcano map and like the Gadgetan map, like I've expected more of like Blizzard maps. Tell Graham and Pap I said hi. Okay. I plan on actually trying to get them to play VR. at some point. Well, not my grandfather, but my grandmother. In streaming, I think that'd be a pretty fun stream. Meat wagon greater than flute, greater than dragon hatcher. Goodness. Three. The reason this goes here is because now he has to swipe this. If he wants it dead, he can't just wrath it off. Play this guy next turn.
Your heart is unobtainable, even though God knows you kept mine. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one. I've known you for many years. Just not enough. You made me realize my deepest fears. By lying and turning aside. You say
I don't want to lose the spreading plague. Not yet. I'll play this next turn now.
baby, I know I'm not the only one.
Well, now. Is it going to be as big? It's whack. Shut the fuck up. Playing this to protect my war leader makes it slightly worse against spreading plague, though.
Onward, friends, to adventure!
Go away.
Ugh. Okay. You can destroy one of the vials with the boom ship. No, meat wagon into flute into dragon hatcher. Oh, because it maintains the 3/4? Question mark? Yeah, I hope it's gonna be a fun time. If she agrees, we're not gonna like force her to play. Yeah, Mip, looks like War Gear is definitely pulling its weight more than the than the egg. The reason I really like the egg is because if I'm fighting like a warlock or like a warrior, I kind of wanted like the extra like legs. Because then if I ever play Zilliaxes, I just don't lose. Because I'm summoning back another egg that is ideally buffed, and it would also summon an 8/8, but I guess it's kind of slow for the purposes of our deck. Maybe it's in there for the intended purpose of like being in a more extended mid-range version of Paladin. Mid-range decks don't exist anymore, though.
I will command the light.
I don't know what he is. He's probably something similar to me. What's that card? Oh, it's like a control thing. It's like a control, like, buff paladin something. Something like that. I don't know. We'll find out soon, I guess.
Out of my jungle! I don't have enough mana. The battle!
She liked the glitter in starlight, those golden diamond rings. Nothing hurts with shiny things. She was alive for the party.
Out of my
Starring
jungle!
on their dreams. Seems to fit perfectly. But life wasn't always just roses. Need to fall, wake up and see. Now she says I don't need,
The battle!
Trading that in just in case you want Pyromancer or something.
I don't need to be loved by everybody. Now she knows it's okay to be dancing on your own. Be the cool, lonely heart. Then now she knows it's okay to be dancing on your own and be the queen of.
We should for sure get a Knife Juggler off of this, so I expect this to die. It's not unrealistic. Never mind, it doesn't matter. I have to do this no matter what now.
Set you free. But life isn't always just
We have a lot more low-end cards than I first anticipated. We did 2 cut arms and didn't see a single.
you might fall, but you stand back up knowing there's always a light that's shining bright to help you see. And she says I don't need to be at the party. I don't need to be loved by everybody. Now she knows it's okay to be dancing on your own and be the queen of a lonely heart. Then now she knows it's okay to be dancing on your own and be the queen of a lonely heart.
Ugh.
Now she knows it's okay.
Hopefully it's another consecration.
And she says I don't
I need to buff my necks into like one giant thing.
be at the party. I don't need to be loved by everybody. I don't need to be at the party. I don't need to be loved by everybody. Now she knows it's okay to be dancing on your own and be the queen of a lonely.
My power grows stronger.
How does the only class that... Wait, what is he?
That was a mistake.
I don't even know what you're doing, dude. they don't have responses to like your stuff, so.
Stored energy.
Reporting for duty. My hand is too full.
That's a good burn. That means you can't one-sided field wipers now. Okay, let me read your comment again. How does the only class that has anything to do with elementals not have a functional elemental deck, but mage does? What does that mean? Attack and health? That card is so good. When the fuck did Paladin get this?
Access denied. Protocol 7. Photonic nuts.
Reporting for duty.
And Mage has always had elementals, but there's certainly a more powerful elemental class. Do you have like consecration, dude, or? This vexes me. What is this guy doing? Okay.
Unity. Precision.
Let's try and get one more mech combined off of our Ziliax. I think we can summon one more mech. So if we draw an Oya module or another war gear, ideally. If not, we're just gonna play this next turn and then like upgrade the mech we summon. I think he's out of like ways to just deal with my side of the table. He's been like reaching pretty deep into the bag and sort of like being able to clear my stuff efficiently. He's got 2 Stonehill cards. I doubt either of them are Tyrion. We would have played them by now. One of them's probably Tyrion. The other one, no idea. That's just what we're looking for.
Unity. Precision. Perfection.
Reporting for duty. The battle.
You see another mech to summon off of the Endless Army. That's like decent. Mega cards are nowhere to be found in this meta. Well, not very good, to be honest. But it will. Some of the mega things.
Converting stored energy.
Let's him kill this guy now. We get the counter attack. Maybe mega cards will see play on like 1 or 2 decks. I hope they see play. They're not like great cards, but they're certainly not bad. Look at him staring at this fucking goon. Yeah, go ahead and stare at the goon, man.
Well played. Well played.
Turn off his Xbox? What's going on, dude? Great.
What is my purpose?
Converting stored energy.
I must move quickly.
Access denied.
Reporting switches well played.
He uses Kangors, I guess that's what he's like upset about. Not upset, but like what he's like trying to figure out whether or not he could solve the problem after he got through that turn. And he used a lot of his removal already, so I guess he uses out of 2-piece combos. Alright guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna start winding down and relaxing and going to sleep. I'll try and stream again tomorrow sometime midday, but as for now, I am definitely going to bed. Nip says, how many whiz-bang decks do you think are going to be played, or do you think you played and you don't even realize it? Not many. Not many at all. There's definitely a few out there that I fought against and didn't notice, but I doubt people are playing whiz-bang decks past rank 4. Not, at least not en masse. Maybe one in every like 100 is playing a whiz-bang deck. Alright, I'll go to bed. I'll catch you guys later.